Hey folks, again, this is my day off, so we'll try to make a few videos today. I'm planning to make this video all about how call center life is. On the previous video, I informed you how much is the earning, how much you can earn in a call center, and this video would give you more insight about how the life is basically in any given call center. Yeah, so just to let you know, I got two of the folks placed in a call center, and absolutely that was like I do not charge, and I let them know the openings. I had a word with their HR, and the rest of them they did it. So the first time in my life, I fixed up this interview for domestic call center. They have some government projects. They have some inbound facilities in some government project, and these two folks got aligned to it. Probably I'll make a video about this. I'll share an interview with them and what went on the interview and all. That would be a different video altogether. So in an international call center, most of them are graveyard shifts or night shifts. Basically, if you are starting at the age of 18, so and if you get placed in a very good call center that pays good, then your salary would be anywhere between 25 or 35,000. That's the starting. And guess what? So at the age of 18, you're already working and getting a salary of 35. And then what you try to do is, sorry folks, so then what you try to do is you spend the money not wisely but lavishly. You go on to pubs, parties, you buy expensive sneakers, expensive clothes, good lifestyle, get an iPhone or something. So that's how it typically starts. People who do not give up, they start enjoying the life, the nightlife basically at work at this age in between 18 to 28. That's basically the age group. So first, if you are not a night owl, then it would be tedious in the first few months. Then you would get used to it. um, you would sleep during the day initially. Again, that would cause a little bit of trouble, but as you start working, you would get along with it. Your body would adjust itself. You would sleep during the day, you would wake up, you would get addicted to black coffee without sugar probably, or tea. If you're not a smoker, then 90% of the time you would get influenced by your colleagues and you would start smoking. Not sure about drugs. People, there are very rare people that I see did drugs. Yeah, a lot of them do smoke weed. Alcohol is like okay. So people do not drink alcohol before going to the work, but people do smoke weed. I have seen that a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You would, if you stick around to one perfect call center, then you would get promotion and start moving up in the hierarchy, in the management hierarchy. However, if you are switching like me, you would be stuck at, of course, your pay would keep increasing. It would increase like 20 to 25% every time you switch, and then but the growth you would not get. Again, it's worth trying out. Finally, I would like to tell you that call centers are one of the most reliable, and I can tell you that your future is very secure in call centers, basically in service based call centers, because they do not really fire people. There would be very less occurrences where people are getting fired. And people mainly get fired because of behavioral issues. If they argue a lot, not basically argue, if they are verbally not decent, or if they are working against the policies of a company, then of course you would get fired. If you're smoking joint in your office and you get caught, if you're doing drugs, if you get caught, if you're rude to your customers, if you get caught, if you try to steal stuff from your office, you get caught. So these are zero tolerance policies, and you would get fired. And that probably is not good for your resume as well. So try to avoid getting fired, or fall into that category of ZTP people. So, and even if you get fired for normal reasons like for bad performance or something, then you would still be able to get rehired by a different company. So they always look for people who want to work in a call center. People join, people quit, and everything happens. The next video that I'm going to make would give you a brief idea of the transition after getting hired. What happens, how long does it takes for you to understand the process and everything, how long would it take for you to become a star performer. So keep, if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, I would request you to go ahead and subscribe. Give a thumbs up, mention yourself in comments. So this video, the next video is going to be very informative. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.